It's going to be a ripper. Hawthorn, Richmond, North Melbourne, and Drew Petrie will be involved, we presume. Welcome to you, Drew. Thanks for your time.
No worries, Dwayne, thanks.
You ready to fire up?
Yeah, sure am. Yeah, like most players this time of year, we've done enough pre-season running and everything in between, and keen to get out there and play some real opposition.
How do you actually approach the rectangular, the triangular series?
Well, everybody's pretty keen to put their best foot forward because I suppose for the younger blokes, it's their time to get a game and put their name up for round one of the season proper. So I certainly take it seriously. I mean, I'm not sure I'll back into any packs and put my body on the line in a stupid way this time of year, but I'll be certainly playing to win.
That's a funny revelation, Drew. You've just been honest and told us what most people would be too fearful to tell us. So it's about 85%, 90%, but don't do anything stupid. You don't have to be Jonathan Brown-esque in your commitment to the ball. Yeah. But it is fairly important for membership. I mean, if you get smashed early on in the competition, then it does have repercussions right through, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And when I said that, I'm certainly going to be playing 100%, but I won't be doing anything Jonathan Brown-like in the NAB Cup. You don't want to get something broken this early, but it is important because the longer you can win games, you bring spectators to the game and North Melbourne people to the game, and winning form is good form no matter what time of the year.
In fact, it was Wayne Schimmelbusch who got the big pre-season cup hiding and lost his job, wasn't it?
Yes, I was at that game. Gerard. It was over in Adelaide, and it was messy, and it got messier during the week.
20 goals, was it?
It was a shocking trip home, Dwayne, I can tell you. Much more so for Shimmer than anybody else, of course. It's a pretty high-profile spot, this one, given that you're up against some of the gun sides, and it's the launch of the new Fox Footy channel.
Yeah, that's it. I'm a subscriber to Foxtel, so I've been having a look at what's coming ahead, and Eddie's heading up the channel and that. So it'll be good to get out there Friday night, the first one of the year. So you think most people are tuned in and have a bit of a squeeze, being the first one and on a Friday night.
When you play against Buddy in a regular match, more importantly, would you hope he's playing in the middle next to Sam Mitchell or in the forward line?
Definitely in the middle. I was listening to you guys just earlier, and I'd much rather him in the midfield, and I think our defensive unit would much rather him playing up the ground because he's probably not going to kick as many goals from the midfield as he would when he's playing at full forward.
New players who might be getting a run this Friday night. Have you got any new kids?
Yeah, we've got a few. Brad McKenzie was our earliest pick. Whether he gets a run or not, it's probably too early to tell in the week. But I think there's probably some second and third year players that'll be the ones to come in. I mean, Jack Siegler's in his fourth year now, but he had a great second half of the year, and there might be a few other smokies we can throw up as well. Kieran Harper and Sean Atley, a couple of second and a couple of third years are going to be pivotal off halfback. They've got some good pace and good skill. So those guys, are my smokies that a few of the dream teamers out there might want to put in.
Goldstein and Hamish McIntosh, will they be all available? And how are you going to manufacture or how are you going to manage your tall players?
Yeah, I guess it'll be a bit of a test early on because, Hamish is back and Todd Goldstein had a great season last year and Robbie Tarrant's shown some promising things throughout the whole of pre-season and we're playing the forward line as well. So we do have some tall timber to choose from, and I think it can work as long as we take our grabs and we rotate effectively enough, and when the ball hits the deck, as long as we can put enough pressure on the way out, I think we'll be okay.
Okay, we've waited long enough. Mad Jack, how is he after the kerfuffle?
Yeah, he's all right. Yeah, he was at the footy club today. We had our team photo, so he was at the footy club for that, and we haven't forgotten about Mad. It's just about him learning from a couple of errors, which we all make mistakes in our early days as footballers. So it's about him learning from that and coming back a better person.
Cast aside the recent revelations, is Mad Jack lazy?
He's not lazy at all. I don't think that's a word to associate with Mad Jack.
Is Mad Jack, does he need to be pushed at training then?
At times, I think we all need to be pushed at times, and everybody needs to G up each other when the going gets tough. But he's really talented, as we've seen, and he's very explosive. Maybe his endurance isn't the best, but his explosiveness within a game of football is what's going to make him a good player, hopefully down the track. But he's not lazy. He might need a little bit of guidance every now and again and a bit of encouragement. But there's probably half a dozen other blokes at a footy club that need that as well.
From a personal perspective, Drew, I think most people in footy just assume that the succession plan would see you as the next captain. Whilst I'm sure the company line is that you're delighted to assist the two young blokes that are there or were pushed up for the job, Andrew Swallow, the successful candidate, it must have been a bit of a disappointment to you.
Yeah, it was a little bit. I would have loved to have been captain, and I suppose some people may have seen the natural progression have gone that way, but since Andrew's been put in as captain, it's just been really exciting. I've been really happy for him, and for sure there was some initial disappointment, but that's probably, you can't be too disappointed. It's probably a selfish way to look at things, and you don't play footy for individual highlights and goals and to get notoriety yourself. It's about a team being successful, and if Andrew's the best man to get us there, then I'm happy to follow.
On that note, Drew, we wish you the best of luck. You're still essentially leading them in many respects, and we can't wait till you get it on or box on Friday night, as you're saying. You've raised, more than $500,000, and Premiership Pledge, which guarantees your grand final ticket if North makes it in the next 5 years, is the big calling card. You can log on to kangaroos.com.au now. Help the Roos knock down their debt, and the North Melbourne membership number 1300 526 427 or 1300 Kangas. Always great to talk to you, Drew. Thanks for your time.
No worries. Thanks, Dwayne.
Drew Petrie joining us.